Rap Circle is finally here. I know everybody been waiting for it, right? And I'm not playing no games. Yeah. Circle of rap back and I'm going and leaving tracks in morning. And I don't give a crap whether you streaming, you torrent this. You can try to contest, but you be needing an army. Beat them in Normandy. Current rappers eat to the warning. Stone cold like a Steve Austin. He jacking, I'm putting rappers in these coffins. He's acting like he got it, but he's lost it. Keep attacking these slackers that want to feed off me. He's softy. This one for everybody. Supporters to haters just to show that I'm greater. I'm eating steak and potatoes on the way to Decatur. Maybe that's just a little made up, but you got a little ways up before you can even make up all the ground. And the distance between us, I'm lapping around, and that's the reason you seen us. And you can talk down, but that don't really mean much. Cause you are a clown, let my enemies team up. It still won't be a fair fight, cause I'm very nice. I practice at every night to get on this herd mic. You know I'm alert, right? You know that it ain't nothing to serve, right? And I be killing tracks to the earth like my birthright. I'm solid like sound money, and you fools sound funny. Now one of you clowns want me to pound your face in the dirt, so stop irking me when I'm round. No, it's going down, I'm going to town, holding the crown. I'm saying that I'm so amazing. If I'm Ruben, then you Clay Aiken, but second place gets nothing. So get up at this godforsaken booth. The truth is you sadly mistaken. Proof I'm better than layman. Shoot, I'm Super Saiyan blue. This rap game, what you can't pursue. I'm a blatant root canal like an aching tooth. So now, cause the rap circle is here now. Underestimated my following, gave our dollars to the pre-order column. So what the problem is, say you was dropping it, and then turn around, did the opposite. Lining your pockets, you got a lot of nerve to be opting this. I guess I bit off more than I can chew. Let's not excuse my tardiness, I like to apologize to my audience. Not like I've been partying, promise not being fraudulent. I've been in homestead like a privatizing Rothbardian. Part of a parliament, that's a problem. I plan on abolishing, cause a raucous, I'll best the friggin' product you all are in. And all that talking, I ain't buying what you offering. You about as intimidating and soft as what your daughter is. You've been a faking, yet you still hating. You can't knock me cause I've been through Olympic trials of tribulations. Been on this grind and walked many miles to get this cake, and now I'm going ape like I'm a Saiyan. Quit playing with me, cause I'm a lot to deal with. I don't acknowledge you because you too retarded to understand my skill set. So when I kick this knowledge, it's gonna fly over your heel head. So polish up your mind real fast so I don't feel bad. I went from being broke to being hopeful. From standing on the post to going postal. I'm supposed to be on the poster competition's toast because I'm vocal. A bar for you like I'm Oprah. You should probably get off the sofa or the soapbox. Going at me, I hope not. You attacking with no plot cause you act like a robot. You move when you told to move. You a puppet with a master, I'm the antithesis. That's why I'm opposed to you. I'm the whack rapper, back snapper. Used to be a gat capper, now I'm spitting raps from the Adam's apple. Better back paddle before you get the best at them. That battle's not one you won't back that up. Average guys asking me how I smash these beats. If I told you, I'd have to fold you. That's classified. Don't like to brag, but I had to boast. It's a fad of mine. So please don't be sad when the opinions pale with that in mind. I think it's asinine that people whine like a buster because they life don't measure up to another sucker. What type of life might tell Tucker I don't support you? Tactics the way that you battle and they gon' cut the mustard. You seem like you a teen wife, not prepared for this mean life, not even aware you just see a green light. I think you mean right, but you look at me like an alien in the night. If I'm the A, then you the Z type. The proto, it's me, bro. You can try to dress it up when I'm in street clothes, I still peek so. Probably one of the few lies I ever told. That's because I don't peek, I just grow.
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my mom.
I would pay to see
I've
that.
been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy.
Hey, look at this! Donald Trump! Donald Trump! Oh my God! The hostile takeover of Donald Trump! Do it! I just was suggesting it, but Lashley wins!
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my mom.
Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep,
What up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Cannon, or Jay and Cannon. I'm Cannon Hotep. I'm happy you could join us. Jay had an emergency to take care of, so you got me for the night. But it's all good. We're going to have some fun. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You know, if you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon, and it'll let you know when I got new content coming out, at least on Rumble side. Rumble already put the notification out. I don't think YouTube put shit out yet. But I digress. Anyway, we got a good one for you today. So we're going to recap on the Tim Pool Kanye West thing, right? Also, we're going to head over to Rumble after that and do a Rumble exclusive. I think you guys will like this one. It's another, what we like to say, Koofy on tight moment. And we're going to get right into that. But first, hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Please, guys, share this stream. Let people know we're live. Anyway, let's see what we got in the chat today. We got, let's see, even though, you know, he's handling the emergency, Jay still supporting. What's going on, Jay? We got DMW in the building. What's the deal? We got Sauce in the building. What's good? We got Reaction PR in the building. We got Pop Hotep. What's going on, bro? Who else we got in here? We got Toloco 16 in the building. I appreciate you. We got Daisy Girl. What's going on? I appreciate it. Happy that you can jump in with us. We got Koish Ronan in the building. What's going on? And we got my man, we already said what's up to Sauce the Prophet. Let's see who we got over on the Rumble side. We got Young Vader. What's going on, Young Vader? We got Mamuka in the building. We got Handy Bob. I appreciate you guys. What? Pusha T breaks silence. I had to check that out. Anyway. Sauce says, shout out to Jay handling his Hotep responsibilities. Yeah, you gotta be a good dad, man. Family comes first, guys. Family comes first. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, salute to Jay. You know what I mean? Anyway, so as a lot of you guys already know, Ye was on Tim Pool's podcast last night. I'm pretty sure I spelled Tim Pool's name wrong in the thumbnail. I'll fix that later. Actually, no, it's not even wrong in there, but I'll fix it, whatever. I'm pretty sure I spelled it wrong somewhere, right? Anyway, so Ye storms out, right? Which sparks a whole bunch of conversations, a whole bunch of speculation, a whole bunch of gossip, right? It was a really interesting thing because I was really looking forward to hearing that conversation. Guys. You know, I just knew that, you know, we was going to get down to the bottom of why, you know, things went down the way they did at Mar-a-Lago, or what happened at Mar-a-Lago, because we really don't know, right? We really don't know. You know, you got the media saying shit got ugly. You got Trump saying that it was uneventful. You know, but it would have been great to hear it from the horse's mouth. Hey, what really went down in Mar-a-Lago? You know what I mean? But before we can even get to that, I guess he didn't like the way he was being treated on the show, or he didn't like the line of questioning, and he kind of left out. Not kind of left out. He fucking left out. So we're gonna go to the tape, and we're gonna listen to the point where he left out the stream. So without further ado, here we go.
You're not gonna take, if we can't, you're not gonna take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's gonna denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every.
So let me do this, you know, what Dave Chappelle say. This is how you buy yourself some time. So let me do this real quick. The views expressed from news, influencers, or personalities do not necessarily reflect the views of Cannon Hotep, Cannon Speaks, and Hotep Nation. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's go. Fair use.
If we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who is they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word.
So, right there off the top, right? Tim was trying to sympathize with him, right? Tim said, you know what, I think it's unfair how they treating you. Kanye was really looking this, because I had to go, when we go back and listen to it a second time, catch things, right? So Kanye, like, who is they though? So he wants Tim to admit who they are, right? Now, like I said earlier, I would like to believe that Mr. Tim Pool, he knows who they are, right? But Tim also said he doesn't like to generalize, right? So he doesn't want to lump in a whole group of people, for the sins of a few. Right now, I understand that, right? Because like I said, we all know who they are. When Ye say who they are, he tell or when Ye says the chosen people or whatever, we know exactly what the fuck he talking about. We know that he not lumping everybody else in. He also said that on Drink Champs where he was like, he said he wasn't talking about all of the chosen people, all of the Jabaris. He also said it on Piers Morgan where he said he wasn't trying to lump in all of the Jabaris. Right? How many times you gotta say that shit, right? However, in this instance, Tim was trying to empathize or sympathize with him, and it seemed like Ye was pushing the issue. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Right, exactly. We was wolves. You're right. Tim doesn't want to commit career suicide. It's as simple as that, right? Tim Pool wouldn't name the Jabari if his life depended on it. Yeah, let's keep it moving.
As the way I guess you guys use, I'm talking about.
It is them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so
let's go back.
As the way I guess you guys.
I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who is they though? We can't say who they is, can
corporate
we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking about.
It is them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
He's gone.
And at that point, Ye walks out. Now, Nick Fuentes, when you hear Nick Fuentes go, well, isn't it they? Or what he say? Is it they though? Whatever the fuck he said. What he say? Let's go back.
It is them though, isn't it? I mean,
it is
because
them,
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like,
okay, so Nick started to Nick stepped in all that. The thing is that Ye pushed it. Tim was like, I don't use that word the way I guess you guys are using it, right? Then Nick goes, isn't it them now? So Nick is goating it, right? Nick is instigating it. Now it sounded like Nick was going to go into explaining his position, which I really wanted to hear what Nick's position was on that, right? Considering all of the stigma that Nick has, right? Being called quote unquote white supremacist and all this other shit, right? So I really was interested to see where he was going to go with that. But before he could go with that, Ye got pissed.
okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up, and then
have
think
the
we're not going
discussion.
to have a conversation.
Like have the discussion.
Like you think Ye's going to come in here and say, "Here's my pain, here's my suffering." I'm going to say, "I hear you," and then he's going to say, "And it was Jewish people," and I'm going to be like, "Okay, but don't you consider?" It's like, I'm not going to do this. I refuse.
Go, make sure he's cool.
All right, go for it. Luke and I will have a conversation. So I can't say I'm surprised. What do I even do? Other than ask him, please elaborate on this. Are you referring to individuals, or are you quite literally blaming an entire group of people for the fact that powerful individuals are causing you harm?
I really want.
I gotta agree with Tim on that, guys. Right? But we never got to that point. We never got to that point. I think it was pretty premature for Ye to walk out of there. I think Ye should not have walked out of the studio. I think we should have saw how that played out. I think he should have saw how that played out. Right? Let me see. Robert Banks says all Tim had to say, those people who run the institutions that are persecuting you. I agree, right? Words matter. Words matter. So, Tim, you gotta, he could have thought on his feet, like, the people that are, the institute, but Ye wanted to hear the word. In my opinion, when you go back and listen to this is my second time looking at this. He wanted to hear the word, right? Nick instigated, but he was willing to defend the position. And I wanted to hear Nick's rebuttal, and I wanted to hear Tim's rebuttal. Maybe it would have made sense, right? Maybe Kanye could have been like, okay, I get it now. You feel me? Or whatever, right? Like I said earlier, it was, I think Ye, if he would have just stuck it out for a couple more minutes, right? If he would have stuck it out for a couple more minutes, they probably could have got past that whole bullshit, and then we could have got him some more shit that was like of substance. Like, what the fuck happened at Mar-a-Lago? Also, now watching this for a second time, right? Because when I did my stream earlier today in the truck, I watched it just for the first time. That was my hot take. Maybe this shit was a publicity stunt, right? Maybe this was a publicity stunt. Maybe Tim didn't know it was a publicity stunt. Maybe Milo and all those guys and Nick, and they was like, you know what? Let's go in here. This is what we're gonna do. You gonna walk out in a fit of rage, and then maybe we can get you back on Tim's show, and then we can reconcile it there, right? Who knows? We don't know, right? We don't know. However, you had so many people tuning in because we really, the real story was what happened at Mar-a-Lago. What happened at Mar-a-Lago? We all wanted to know. I feel like we should be past all of this fucking chosen people shit. We should be past all this untouchable shit, right? We should be past all of that. I still stand by what I said earlier, that I think that Milo and Nick aren't the best people to be in his corner. I think that Milo and Nick have an agenda. I think they want to see the conservative party, the Republican Party burn, because they feel like they got slighted, right? But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But I think that Ye walking out of there, whether it was a publicity stunt or not, makes him look weak. It makes him look like he can't stand up to the fire, right? Now, also, like I said earlier, Ye been through some shit. Ye been through some shit, bro. He done been medicated by who he thought was his friend and trainer. Then he comes to find out this motherfucker worked for like the special forces in Canada, doing like pharmakia shit, right? His wife was plotting against him. You feel me? The whole world calling him crazy. He starts to wake up and see who it was that was really taking advantage of him and keeping him sedated and medicated and all this and that. And he was like, these are the people that's around me. Like I said, right? His situation ain't a normal situation, right? What you hear Ye talking about when he talking about the Jabaris, the chosen people, he's saying that because that's who he was around. That's who was controlling him. That's who was handling him. Like I said earlier, if I was back in the day, if I was a fucking slave, right? What's up, David? I'm happy you joined us, bro. You know what I mean? Like $200K per month. What the fuck? God damn. Whew. But like I was saying, right? Back in the day, if I was a slave, right now, I get it, I'm light skinned, I'd probably been a house nigga. But if I was a slave and all I knew was white people whooping my ass, right? And forcing me to pick cotton and do all this and that, and you know what I mean? Like, and then when, like, you know, if I got free or whatever, and you know, somebody asked me about, you know, how it was being a slave or some shit, I don't know, just in the world that I'm trying to describe, I'm gonna be like, the white man the devil. The white man made me do this, the white man made me do that, the white man beat me. I'm gonna be speaking in like a general term, a gross general term, simply because that's all I know. I know that if I see a white face, I associate that with them whooping my ass. So when Ye says, you know, it was the chosen people who made me do this. It was the chosen people who took my money from me. It was the chosen people who killed my deals. You got to understand, he's not talking about all the chosen people. He's not talking about all the Jabaris. He's talking about a specific sect, a specific, group of people, right? Not everybody. And people with common sense know that. We all know that. We don't need to go, what do you mean? Are you talking about No, we know that. We understand that. But you do got dumb motherfuckers out here who the news tell them how to feel and how to think. Like I said, I used the Jerry Jones thing as a perfect example. The news told people to get mad at Jerry Jones being in a picture of 2 kids being integrated into his high school. And the kid, like, he wasn't even none of the kids in the front of the picture. He was just in the back looking like, what the fuck going on? And the news said, be mad. Be mad. Right? The news said, be mad. And people got mad for nothing. Right? Now, like I said, I think anybody with a modicum of like common sense know that Ye's not talking about all of the Jabaris. Right? But they want to make it such a big deal. Right? They want to make it such a big deal that hold on, let me see something. Hold on one second. Let me get Jay in here. Jay back. I don't know what's going on with this. Hold on, Jay. This is annoying. There we go. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get Jay up. Let me get Jay in here. All right, hold tight, Jay. I'm gonna throw you in real quick. All right, make sure I share this with you too. All right, here we go. All right, Jay Powell in the building. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Coming in loud and clear. Salute to the chat. Sorry I'm late, y'all. My son cut his foot open and it was bleeding all up and down the hall. Had to get him bandaged up, and he's good to go now.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy the baby. All right.
He was racing down the hall, and he cut himself on something on the tile or something.
Yeah, well, I'm happy the baby good, man. No, you gotta take care of the daddy duty first. So you been listening in?
No.
All right, so we got
just little bits and pieces. Now I didn't get to hear much because the baby was crying. So I'm in it now.
Yeah. So what I was saying, we just going over, like I think Ye got a lot of battle damage. They got a lot of PTSD, I guess, for lack of a better term, about this whole situation, right? So I think he just tired of it, right? But I guess he felt like he was going, like when you watch it, it felt like he thought he was going to get attacked by Tim Pool. It seemed like Tim was trying to avoid that entire fucking situation. Was period. Ye brought the situation up, in my opinion. But I think that Ye, he tired of it. They like J.P. Morgan, right? What they do? They took his money from him, right? But now they told him they couldn't bank there. Then we find out that he trying to open up his own bank. Like, fuck it, if y'all won't let me bank with you, I'll just do my own thing. So he goes to open up his own bank. What they do? The deed to come out and say you owe us $275 million. Right? Out of nowhere.
And they kept the designs too, though, right?
Yeah,
and
they
that's
kept
the
his
wild
designs.
thing, isn't it? They're making money off of his stuff.
Right. Then they trying to get him on tax evasion, trying to lock him up. Like I said earlier, what that sound like? Like I said, I ain't condoning old Bill Cosby on what he did, but what they do when Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. All those allegations came up and they got his ass out of the paint. Right? There's no doubt.
Like what we were saying with Patrice O'Neal, right? That's a cost to pay when you're dealing with all these people, especially at these higher levels.
Exactly.
You're a black billionaire, and you think they're not going to be like, hey, you owe us something here. We got something for you. Just the same way we look at R. Kelly and the way that the media has always attacked Clarence Thomas and always bigged up Ruth Ginsburg, but they've always attacked Clarence Thomas. They had him in their sights forever. And we're watching ABC tonight, and they were still going on about Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
And they were still going in on him.
Right. And see, the thing about it is, getting back to this whole situation with Ye, right? He feel like he got to be on the defensive now, right? He got Nick Fuentes and he got Milo. I don't think they're any good for him being him. You know what I mean? I don't think they like. I think they're all for their agenda. I think they see a cash cow in him and they're going to try to exploit that, right? Now, this could have very well been a setup. We don't know, right? Could have very well been a setup. He could have been like, yo, we're going to walk off the show. We're going to make a big deal, blah, 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 blah. Right? But at the same time, I think Tim could have worded things different. Having Kanye on his show is huge, right? That's huge. Now, Tim's not a small YouTuber, right? Ye could have went on anybody's shit and just blew that shit the fuck up, right? Tim's not a like anybody. Like, he could have came on this channel and this shit it'd have been 100,000 people watching, right? Because he, you know, because he there. That's his star power.
And we would have let Ye be Ye.
We would have let Ye be Ye. First off, let's just say that. You know, I'd have just put the disclaimer in the beginning. The views of Kanye West does not represent the views. But the thing about it is that he shouldn't have walked off the show, right? If this wasn't a setup, if this wasn't some kind of publicity stunt, he shouldn't have walked off the show, right? He should have stuck it out. I think that within like a minute or two, Nick would have had his rebuttal. Tim would have did his rebuttal. Maybe Ye would have said something in rebuttal to that, right? Maybe Milo, and then that would have been that for that conversation, right? Tim would have been like, look, I don't like generalizations. I understand that they did this to you, but I don't think you should lump all Jabari's people in it. Even though I think that Tim knows that he wasn't lumping all of Jabari's people in it. I think Tim was looking out for his best interest as far as Tim's best interest, because that's a lot of implication on Tim's channel, right?
Was he trying to play both sides of the fence or something like
Yeah,
that?
he was fence sitting, right? But at the same time, it's because he got a big channel. What happens if YouTube don't like it and they give him a strike and then they shut him down for, you know? Now he got other channels he can stream from, but they shut that one particular channel down, right? Messing with his revenue stream. You feel me? Like I think he was looking out for himself more, but at the same time, I think he was giving Ye an opportunity to clear the air on that, right? Even though Ye brought it up, I think Tim was like, all right, well, cool. Like, since you brought it up, I'm gonna ask you these questions. Like Tim just said, he said, do you mean, are you saying it's certain people, or are you saying all of them as a whole? He wanted to clear that shit up. And I think once Ye would have cleared that up, like, yo, clearly I'm not talking about everybody, right? I'm just saying this because that's who the fuck I've been dealing with for fucking ever, right? That's who I've been dealing with. My banks, my entertainment, my management, my training, all this shit has all been Jabari's people. So when I say Jabari's people, I'm not talking about all of Jabari's people. I'm talking about the Jabari's people that's specific to me. And people should know that. People should fucking know that. But you got the news, you got Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid and fucking Don Lemon and all these people telling people, oh, he's anti-Semitic because he's saying this. They're the ones lumping everybody in with what Kanye's saying, not Kanye. He on the defensive for some shit that they projected onto him. Right? Tim could have let that shit fucking slide, right? Like Banks, like Banks said, he said he could have just been like, yo, the dude's persecuting you. The dude's just the people that's got you all jacked up, right? You know what I mean?
I thought did he start off the thing with talking about how his handler or whatever was trying to mess with his mind?
It was like, so when it was 25 minutes in when he walked out. This is the point where he kind of walked out.
Okay.
He did bring up Charlie Pasternak. If you watch the full clip, Luke then, fairly enough, said this is who Charlie Pasternak is. Luke outed him saying, yo, he's Canadian Special Forces, right? He also outed him saying he was doing like psychological operations, for the military up there and shit like that. So he was, he was on it. Hold on one second. So, you know what I mean? So they were being fair. Like, I think they were being fair, giving him, a fair shot, in my opinion. We won't know because it ended so abruptly.
I want to know if they're going to be able to bring up some charges against the man. Like, can't he sue that guy for something civil or something like that? Because he said he was his handler giving him some kind of a drug or something. So
my man, Alan Manriquez said with the $2 super chat, I appreciate you. Says, Tim always hoped for YouTube to ban him. Now he's shook. Hey, yeah.
He has his own video channel thing too, right?
Yeah, and plus he was the founder. Like, he's one of the founders of Vice News and some more shit. He got money. Anyway, but like I said, if this wasn't a publicity stunt, he shouldn't have walked out. Because if you're really serious about running for president of the United States, and you get up on that fucking debate stage, and your opponent starts slinging some dirt on you, what you gonna do?
As far as his
take your ball and go,
as far as his presidential campaign, and this is a huge ding in that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most unserious looking thing ever.
Right. What you gonna
at least get your stuff together, and if you're gonna stay in the fire, or don't even go up in there.
You gotta play the game. This is what you want to do. You gotta play the game. You gonna take your ball and go home during the debate, or you gonna fire back?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I think this made Ye look weak. I think Tim was trying to be fair. I think Tim let his ego get the best of him.
Yeah, he was acting like it was like a power move over someone else or something like that. I mean, it just came off that way, like he was trying to push his power against someone else in the room instead of letting the guest be the guest and enjoy himself and get relaxed and chop it up.
Now, before Tim could even explain himself, Ye walked out the room.
Yeah.
No, and he picked up his shit and he walked out.
It felt like he was attacked, I guess.
Right, but at the same time, he never let Tim. If he really felt that adamant, he should have heard Tim's rebuttal to Nick. And if he still felt that way, okay, whatever. But it still makes you look weak, in my opinion. You got to sit there. You got to, stand your ground. Stand tall on that shit. Tim was willing to stand tall on his thing. Tim wasn't doing the Lex Friedman shit, right? Tim wasn't doing the Lex Friedman shit trying to get Ye to apologize. He wasn't doing the Pierce Morgan shit trying to get Ye to apologize, right? He didn't even bring it up. Ye brought that shit up. Right, but like I said earlier, Ye shouldn't have walked out. I think Ye should have sat there. You got Milo, you got Nick, right? Who I guess apparently, arguably, they're some of the they're some of the I guess good political commentators, I'll say, right?
Is that right?
They're good at what they do. They're great. They can debate, right? They can argue. You know what I mean? You got them again, and then you got Luke, you know what I mean, and Tim, and you let the people that you hired, that's on your payroll now, to handle this shit for you, to spin it, to do whatever the fuck they supposed to do, let them deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw Nick Fuentes stepped in, but isn't it them though? And then he started to elaborate, right? He was ready to go toe-to-toe with Tim, right? Milo was ready to go toe-to-toe with whoever. So, I think Ye walked out too soon. I think he should. I don't think he should have did that. I think it made him look weak. That's just my opinion on that, y'all. What's up, Ricky? Ricky Bascom in the building. What's going on? You need to get with the Hoteps. Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
It reminds me of the situation with Donnie T and how he had all those yes people around him and he didn't have any of the solutionaries around him. Like, why don't you have Madge Tory or Sonny Johnson or Felicia Killians or Kim Blasick or the Hoteps?
Exactly.
If you want to have your council over here, different councils to go on to that know something about what's going on, go to the people that know stuff and see results and see what's going on with Eric July and his comic company and see what's going on with King Randall.
Right.
And it seemed like to me that Ye is going outside of his people that should be his counsel, and I don't know who these people are. Literally, I don't pay any attention to anybody outside the Hotep community, to be honest with you. So I don't know Milo. I don't know. I never heard of Nick. I don't even know his name, Nick.
Yeah,
whatever.
I heard him before, but I never really followed him. Or I never heard him speak. I just heard his name on different shows, and then all of a sudden he was like, quote unquote, a white supremacist, and then it was a rap.
So why in the world is Ye even know who they are to begin with? Why is he over there messing with them for? This doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it seems like it's either staged or contrived. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is this all about, really?
I'm right there with you. Let's see. Danglin says, for the 10 minutes Ye spoke, he was jumping from point to point, kind of manic. That's just how he talked. If you ever hear Ye talk, like, it's never a complete thought. He kind of jumps from place to place until he comes full circle, and then he makes his point. That's just what he do. Sauce says Jay need Hotep handlers. He just need the right people in his corner, like Jay just said. You got.
They ain't even got to be handlers. And they definitely don't have to be no yes men either. Like, you go out and you picking your people around you. You want somebody that knows your consigliere, like you had in Godfather. You need to have somebody that knows what they're doing and have experience in doing it.
Right. Who's this? My Truth Slade says agreed. Kanye was big time manic. It was the first time I actually thought Ye was losing his mind. It legit worried me. I don't like, that's just how he talks, right? But he's being hit from both sides, man, from all sides. Because now not only do you have the chosen people mad at you, got the left mad at you, but you got the red whites, mad at you as well, right? And everybody's on his ass, and it's got to be fucking nerve wracking. You feel me? You know what I mean? But yeah, Dan Glenn got a point. Someone pointed Ye to Tim Pool, and we already know who it was. It was Milo, and it was Nick. Who pointed him to Milo and Nick, though?
That's exactly what I'm like. I don't know these guys from Adam. How does he?
Who put them in his circle? Yeah, I know Paul Kelly. I know he's not. Like, I went back and I heard some stuff. Now, he did say some iffy shit where he tried to call Donnie T a cuck for denouncing white supremacy. I don't know the whole context behind it, but that's kind of what got him canceled, that one part right there. But from the other shit that I kind of went back and kind of listened to, I don't see it. He's a grifter though. He definitely is a fucking grifter. You know what I mean?
Chat is saying this is Candace Owens doing.
You think so? Yo, you think Candace would do that though?
Candace Owens setup.
It could very well be. Who knows? You know what I mean? But the thing about this, Paul Kelly says Tim will classify white people and black people, won't point out the owners. Woo!
We skipped that with those tweets by Anomaly. You see those Anomaly ones? Even Curtis Schoon was talking about it. I think even Jeff on the right was probably talking about it, I thought, earlier on the Twitter feed. So I said, oh, they're, everyone's noticing that there was a hypocrisy there. And with back to Kanye, I mean, Ye's his train of thought is like, I think it's called tangential.
Yeah.
It's called tangential conversation. So it'll be, it's a way of train of thought of where you're speaking out and then you're trying to get back to your point first, full circle. But first, there's like a lot of other tangents that happen that don't seem to be focused in it.
Yeah, I used to do that shit all the time. I still kind of do it from time to time, where I gotta keep my focus on what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes I'll go off on a tangent, and then I gotta get back to what the fuck. I still do it sometimes. Sometimes I'll listen back to these streams like, what the fuck was I talking about? You know what I mean?
Just aspect, I guess, of like
I done fucking went off somewhere else.
An intelligent person, trying to gather the thoughts together.
Yeah. So, but like the question to me is, who put him in contact with Milo and Nick? That's my question. The other thing is, like I said, Ye, if he ever hear this, yo, you need to get with the Hoteps. You need to come holler at us, right? Because we not worried about you. We worried about
Hotep's been told you with Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus, and then come over here with Canon Hotep and Jay Pylon. It'll be good.
We worried about the people. We ain't worried about you. We ain't worried about the people, right?
Yeah.
We got Sonny Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. She a fucking titan.
Right.
You know, you got Kimberly Klasick, like you said. You know, you got Hotep Jesus.
Yeah, she went toe to toe on The View.
Yeah,
right?
Toe to toe on The View. You know what I mean? Maybe because Candace doesn't like Kimberly, maybe that's why he's steering away. Who knows? You know what I mean? They got their beef and shit. I think they got some court shit going on with that. You know what I mean? You got
That's the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj of the
right.
conservative
Right.
issue.
You need a fucking corporate lawyer. We got Andrew Escar. We got Legal Mindset. Right. He one of the homies. Right. You want to know about foreign policy and what the fuck going on over in these other countries? We got Council on Future Conflict. That was just on They Show Friday.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got somebody for everything. Yay. We got somebody for everything. You need to come holler at the Hoteps. We're gonna get you right. We ain't out here trying to bilk you for your money. Right? We don't want to see you fucking go down in flames, Jay.
Recording your conversation on our phone that's in our pocket so we can use it against you later.
Right. We don't do that. we don't want to see you go down in flames. You're an icon. You're a legend, man. You got a legacy that we don't want to see tarnished, and they already trying to get you out of there. They're already starting to get that tarnish on your the you know, out the paint now, man. We just want you to get back to that old you know what I mean? We know that you new and approved. You got the Lord on your side. I got you. I'm happy for you, but you need to get the right people in your circle. People that ain't gonna be yes men. Right? We're gonna tell you when you being dumb. We're gonna tell you when you got a point. We're gonna tell you how to move. Right? You want to do something, we're gonna discuss it with you, see what the best option is for you to do that shit. If we don't know, we got somebody in the fold that know. You need to get with the Hoteps. You need to get to the Hoteps. Maybe Ye see this, maybe he don't. I don't know. But all I'm gonna tell you is this: you need to get away from them niggas you with now.
To see what Jabari said.
What'd he say? Oh,
Candace won't let anybody take away her meal ticket. You're gonna have to go through her first.
Holy shit! But you know what I mean.
That would be funny if Candace Owens really have all that kind of pull behind the scenes.
Dan Glenn says he slipped in the Hoteps on Quiet Frankly an hour ago. he slipped in the Hoteps on Quite Frankly an hour ago. Everybody talking Ye right now. Yeah, everybody talking Ye. Like look, like HJ said, I'm over this shit. But people like messy shit. This shit with him and Tim Pool is some messy shit. Let's go over to Rumble. Let's see. Handy Bob says, don't forget the Ben Shapiro's and the Rubens of the world. Facts. He needs to just disappear and just do his thing. Leave all the social media alone. That's true. Yeah, it's pretty sane for a man who that much money and his family and friends and business who lost that much money. Yeah, he is. Like, dude, that's a lot of money, right? But he also said he got enough money where he can go live peacefully for the rest of his life. You know what I mean?
With the $200,000 that he's got to pay Kim.
That's fucking.
He's got to pay Kim $200,000 a month for the child support.
That's fucking crazy.
Kim and her whole family, aren't they on their own $100 million a year or more status right now?
I'm pretty sure they are.
How in the world does he have to pay $200,000? That really doesn't add up.
Come on, you know
it's like this poor billionaire over here needs all the help they can get. So come off the $200K a month.
My Truth Slave says if he had a better circle, he would be a powerhouse. That's facts. That's facts. And we trying to give him a better circle. Right? You know what I mean? My little shit dick podcast, you know, I know I'm small over here, but we got Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus. Like I said, we got Legal Mindset. We got Sonny Johnson with our own radio show on Sirius XM. You know what I mean? We got access to Kimberly Klasick, and she got connections. You feel me? Like we got that.
Always giving the salutes and the props where it's due. You know what I'm saying?
We got Olivia Rondo's and Jeff on the rights. You know what I mean? In the phone book. If you need some advice, if you need some counsel. We ain't out here grifting off your name trying to bilk you, making you look like a fucking spectacle out in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm telling you right now, like I said earlier, I'm a huge fan of Kanye. Right? Since I've been a senior in high school. Right? Still to this day.
Through the wire.
Went to a concert on his first tour. Listen to all the mixtapes, right? And I'm telling you, you
dropout.
Look weak walking off that show like that if that shit wasn't a fucking grift. You look weak doing that, bro.
That's gonna lose him a lot of votes right there, off the bat. That's an unserious person to run the country. You can't be running off.
Right.
You gotta stay. You gotta keep your coals, your feet to the coals.
Right. You
gotta, your nose to the grindstone. You gotta stay in it.
Get with some people that's willing to put some skin in the game with you, bro.
Right. That's just like in boxing, though. When the boxers quit on their stool, but you think that you just said, hey, they didn't really give it up their all just then when they quit on their stool. That's a different thing. Then they can't catch a fight after that.
Exactly. Let me see something. So look, Kanye, if you ever hear us, if you ever see this podcast, yo, come holler at the Hoteps. We get you right, bro. We ain't gonna have you out here looking like a fucking fool in these streets. You know what I mean? Anyway, I wish the best for him, man. I wish the best for him.
Yeah, all the best to you, Ye. Do well, man. I love to see people doing well and have all the success to you.
Right. So check it out, right, guys. I wanted to go over this this going into the whole Kufi on Tight segment, right? I wanted to go over this short documentary. It's about 30 minutes or whatever, but it's called Banksters and Gangsters, right? Again, it's from my man. It's from Odd Reality. Here we go with the bots. Get them bots out of here before they get my shit fucked up. I wanted to watch this with you, Jay, as well, and then we pause and we give our commentary where it needs. But I think this is something dope that we could all watch, because a lot of shit coming down the pike with our currency system, bro. It's all coming down the pike with our currency system, and he made this video 6 years ago. So we're gonna take it over to Rumble for the Rumble exclusive. We're gonna take it over to Rumble for the Rumble exclusives. I'm getting ready to put it in the chat and the description. I don't know why I keep forgetting to put this shit in my description, but I always do every damn day. But it's in the description now, and it's in the chat. So click on that Rumble link. It's in the description and it's in the chat. We're gonna say goodbye to YouTube for now. For Jay Pylon, it's Cannon Hotep saying stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Yay. Get with the Hoteps. We're gonna get you right, bro. We holla at you. Holla at us.